There were 574 violent riots. 25 Americans were killed. More than 2,000 police officers were injured, many seriously. A police precinct was burned to the ground in Minneapolis. Others were taken over. Countless other businesses were lit ablaze. Federal courthouse in Portland was under siege week after week after week on end. And we have stated many times, peaceful protest is an important part of this country, including the protests surrounding George Floyd. But the riots, that's never acceptable. And because these were far-left rioters, Democrats, they weren't going to speak out. They didn't want to, quote, alienate their base. According to Jerry Nadler, this summer's violence was just a myth. What you saw with your own eyes wasn't true. It was a myth, according to him.
You just about Officer Antifa? That's happening in Portland right now? That's riots?
That's a myth. That's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
About Antifa in Portland?
Yes.
Nancy Pelosi herself wasn't interested in condemning the far-left riots. Remember, people just do what they're going to do. Wow, take a look.
Should that be done by a commission or the city council, not a mob in the middle of the night throwing it into the harbor?
People do what they do. I do think that from a safety standpoint, it would be a good idea to have it taken down if the community doesn't want it. I don't know that it has to be a commission.
Maybe even worst of all was Kamala Harris, who, that Kamala Harris seemingly praising this summer's chaos. This is her in her own words. You decide.
This is a movement, I'm telling you. They're not going to stop. And everyone beware, because they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that they're not going to let up, and they should not.
Now, 2 weeks before those comments, a violent horde of far-left rioters, they breached the walls around the White House. The president and his family, they had to be rushed to a secure bunker. It took the Secret Service several painstaking hours to push back the perimeter and prevent the rioters from storming the White House in that case. Did Senator Harris call this an insurrection? Of course not. Any Democrats, members of the media mob, strongly condemn what happened? No, not really. Is violence when it's politically advantageous. That's not good for anybody. We're intellectually honest and consistent on this program. In fact, over the past few years, many on the left have actually glorified violence even Joe Biden fantasizing about fighting Donald Trump behind a gym. Good luck, Joe. Take a look.
Press always asks me, don't I wish I were in high school I could take it behind the gym. That's what I wish.
I didn't make a mistake, but they asked me would I like to debate this gentleman. And I said no. I said if we were in high school, I'd take you behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Now, what if some conservatives say we're going to take the Joe Biden behind the gym and beat the hell out of him? Kamala Harris openly joked about violence against the Trump administration. Take a look at this beauty.
If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either President Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be? Does one of us have to come out alive?
Okay, she also supported defunding the LAPD. She also helped raise bail money for rioters in Minneapolis. Kamala Harris might be laughing. Nothing funny about the left's never-ending, completely unhinged anti-Trump vitriol. It's gone on for 4 straight never-ending years. Here's a reminder.
You cannot be civil with a political party that wants to destroy what you stand for, what you care about.
You'll see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station. You get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
When they go low, we kick.
You're in the arena, you gotta be ready to take a punch. You gotta be ready to throw a punch for the children.
Go to the Hill today. Get up and please get up in the face of some Congress people.
I don't think, even in states where Donald Trump won big, that it does you any good running away from Donald Trump. I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
It was even worse among their big supporters, peace-loving liberals in Hollywood. Take a look.
How dare he say the things he does? Of course I want to punch him in the face.
Right.
Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
This idiot is the president. The guy is a fool. Come on.
This is fake one. Just so you know, I won't give away what we're doing, but Tyler and I are not afraid to do images that make noise.
Trump needs to be medicated and hospitalized.
Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar like you've never seen before. A man dressed to look like President Donald Trump gets stabbed to death on stage.
When was the last time an actor assassinated the president?
The psychotic rage was even worse on Twitter. A few weeks ago, Deborah Messing actually hoping the president would be raped in prison. It's clear these people never accepted the results of the 2016 election, and the double standard is nauseating. Even before Donald Trump was sworn in, they were plotting his impeachment. Take a look.
If he takes the risk of going to trial and he's convicted, that could be seen as an impeachable offense.
If Trump were caught on a video camera snorting cocaine in the White House, maybe with one of his children, there was at least a chance he'd be impeached.
There are tools that Congress has. Impeachable offense.
Impeach 45!
Impeachable.
Impeachable offense.
Impeachment.
All of that may be impeachable.
That's an impeachable offense. Impeachable offense.
Impeachable offense.
Impeachment.
Impeachable offense. Grounds for impeachment.
Impeachable grounds for impeachment.
Impeachment. Impeachable offense.
Impeachment. Impeachable.
We're gonna go in there, we're gonna impeach them.
Impeachable.
If that's not impeachable, I don't know what is.
The president shall be removed from office on impeachment. Is it impeachable?
Guilty of high crimes and misdemeanors.
Grounds for impeachment.
Talk of impeachment.
None of us came to Congress to impeach a president, but now we have to do our duty.
I can keep going all night. The same people want us to trust them. They want you to believe and unite behind Joe Biden, even as they plot yet another bogus impeachment, not caring at all what impact it has on the country. They want us to just forget about their Russian lies, conspiracy theories, and a hoax. The Ukraine impeachment double standard, breathtaking hypocrisy and hoax there. The cover-up of Joe Biden, quid pro quo Joe, and zero experience Hunter. And of course, Russian oligarchs and Kazakhstan oligarchs and Chinese national shopping sprees. And they want to censor the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop. They don't want you to read it. Do they just, do they think we're just going to forget the last, 4.5 years and how they have behaved and now get lectured by them? Ultimately, the left doesn't really care about we, the people, and what we believe. Now, they're actively working to silence your voices. As we have long warned, this new radical extreme Democratic Party cares very little about liberty and freedom.